movement, gonna work in the abs and a little cardio right in between so we don't waste any time and we don't save the worst for last. Start off with a little elevated push-up. You see the feet are up here, the back is straight, the elbows are back, tucked down. I'm really thinking thighs, shoulders, chest. It's a good compound movement. Yes. You can squeeze out maybe 12 of these. 4 more. 1, 2. And I always keep my hands just a little bit, not so flat on the surface. A little bit like this on the surface. Makes me feel the movement a little bit. Right from that push-up, gonna go to one of my favorite ab exercises. Hands flat here, knees slightly bent, lifting with the hips. It doesn't hit the lower abs as you were taught. Hits the entire abdominal area. You know what I do? I kind of lead with this part of the legs. I anchor myself with the hands, but I make sure my power is coming from my core. And you know, there's no set count on this. I kind of go, not to failure, but close. Like I'll go about 20 of these, but we'll do 4 more for time. 2, 3, 4. And we'll pop right up and we'll get a few jacks going. This is all done inside and it's nothing complicated. Again, you're getting a cross-training effect. You're getting cardio and your resistance all at once. It'll put you in tremendous shape. Tremendous. Back with the next exercise. Start with a back movement. One of my favorites, the one arm row, kind of like you're starting a lawnmower. Think about starting a lawnmower. I like to anchor myself here and row. Got my 40s. And again, you know, I could handle maybe 70s or 80s. But why would I want to do that when I can't feel the repetitions? So I'll settle for my 40s and squeeze hard on top and stretch on the bottom. Nice. And again, go to about a 15 count. I'm going fewer repetitions just for the sake of the video. Again, this whole thing here where you lean right in here, start out here anchoring yourself, grab and proceed. Nice. Getting a good flex up on top. Nice stretch on the bottom. Breathing normally, every repetition. I'm not overdoing it on the breathing. 2 more for time. I hear people really huffing and puffing in the gym for no reason. Come on. It's kind of like, look at me, I'm straining. Just keep to yourself and do your work and you'd be better off. This time I'll do what I like to call the bicycle. So I'm alternating sides here. Twisting on top of the movement. Thinking abs. Not just going through the motion. Really squeezing. Each repetition. Nice big twist on top. Bringing those knees firmly in as I twist to that side. It's all in the way you do it. It's all in the effort you put in. Feeling that muscle. Again, you know, you're breathing, of course, but you're not overdoing it. I also see sometimes people hyperventilate when they're really pushing too much, you know? They hyperventilate. They go a little crazy. And I do the cardio part of this for maybe about 2 minutes normally. But for the sake of the video, I cut it down a little bit. Just simulating jumping rope at this point, you know, just jumping rope. Just something to keep moving so you're not stagnant between your sets. You're continuously going. Be right back. And the key what we're doing here, we're mixing the abs and the cardio in with the weight work. I'll do a combination here. Curl, twist, and drive it. And back down. A little twist, curl, twist, drive it. Feel that weight on the way down. Back to the curl position. Curl, twist, drive. You can go a more explosive movement here. Really drive up top. And also my knees are bent just slightly. Always taking the pressure off that lower back. Always very good stabilization on the bottom here. If you notice this turn is actually very necessary. It's a combination move. Let's get 3 more. Squeezing those bodies, twisting, forearms come into play, driving with the delts, and back down. And back down. And you know, combining these movements is a good idea. You know, in fact, just to stick to this thing, sometimes you gotta go quick. And you know, when you're not in the mood, get into the gym, get into your home workout, and get the heck out of there and do it quickly. And that's what I'm trying to do. I like this ab exercise right here. It's a little variation from the first one. Stabilizing your whole upper body here and just lift. And I'll show you a variation on the chair. You can also twist a little bit on the side, but I frankly don't think it makes much difference. I call these scissors. I have a name for every one of these exercises. Squeezing, squeezing. And you know, here's the variation I was talking about. You know, sometimes the chair is actually a good tool with these. You lift, but there's something with the way this back is, not the greatest. But that ab exercise is a good exercise, very good exercise. I like these for in between. I get nice and low on my downward part, rise high, some explosive movements, back down, that kind of a thing. Keep that moving for 2 minutes and then proceed to the next exercise. And I like to fill out those rear delts nicely because it forces you to kind of stand straight. You never want this, especially when you get to be an old man like me. You want this all the time. So let's combine the rear laterals. The rear laterals. Pulling with the elbows. In other words, I'm thinking that there's a string on my elbows that is pulling me up. So I'm trying to use the delts as much as possible. I get about 12 of those. With nice strict form, I go right into this shrug. Right into this shrug. Want to fill out those shoulders nicely. Sometimes you can bend those elbows, as I mentioned in a prior video, really nicely. Make some movement. I see people do it straight, and they seem very constricted. Up like this. Up like this. Up. 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 4 more for time. 3 and 4. And then we go directly to another ab exercise. This time we go in reverse fashion. Right here on all fours, tuck, kick, tuck, kick. You're really squeezing those abs on that part of the movement. Squeeze those glutes. Tuck. Very controlled. Very much under control. Really flex those abs. Three more. And 2. Last one. And of course, we go to the other. I see a piece of my dental floss on the floor. It's a little added touch to the video. We have dental floss all over the house. It's pretty funny.
It's all you.
It's my fault. My fault, my beautiful camera person says. Lifting and kicking. I finish it off with this kind of thing. It looks strange, but you know something? Whatever works. Twist in that midsection. Twist in that midsection. Just the fact that you're hitting it the other way instead of lying on the ground, on the floor, you're in reverse fashion. Twisting, 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 twisting. See, this way, you get all that, a little aerobic in. You can do this in a half hour or less. A little aerobic in, as well as your abs. And you don't have the excuse at the end of the workout, I don't want to hit the bike now. I don't want to hit the treadmill now. I don't want to do any abdominal work now. I'm pretty tired. You've already gotten it in during the course of the workout. You kind of tricked yourself into getting it in without putting too much stress on yourself, thinking you have to do it afterwards. Anyway, that's a quickie that you can do at home. Do 2 rounds of that and you'll be pretty spent, I guarantee it. Subscribe to the channel and like the video if you see fit, and leave your remark down below. I really appreciate it. Try to get it done. I'll see you next time.